Mr. Speaker, the Premier has consistently stated that provincial achievement exams for students in Grade 3 and Grade 6 would be eliminated. A private member's bill by the honourable member from Bonnyville-Cold Lake was supported by all members in this House in this regard. The ATA, an organization that represents 95% of the teachers in this province and reflects the views of most of the teachers in this province, is long on the record that this testing is redundant and not in the best interests of student learning. To the Minister of Education, when will this province follow through on the Premier's promise of eliminating these provincial achievements?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it's a good question. Our commitment has been clear. We are committed to eliminating the Grade 3, the Grade 6 provincial achievement tests because Albertans have told us that they're less than ideal. But on the other hand, we still have a strong commitment to some form of province-wide assessment for students during the life of their K-12 career with us. And we think there's value in that, and that's important. And those types of standardized assessment will evolve over time. And what exactly a replacement assessment will look like and when it will be delivered and how it will be delivered and what it will ask for, I don't have an answer for that at this particular time.
Honourable member.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it saddens me. I heard that exact same answer from the last two ministers who were in charge of this file, that they were looking into alternate arrangements to these performance testing measures that teachers disagree with. So when can you give a timeline? When is the destination of when these new tests will be implemented?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I don't think that we can separate assessment out of curriculum. They come hand in hand, and as Albertans know, we've been working on evolving the education system in Alberta. We're working on new curriculum. We're working on new ways of assessment. So I would envision that the Grade 3 PATs will be the first ones to be removed and replaced with something else. But I would also like to point out that there has been a lot of commitments made by this government and this Premier that have been delivered on, and this is just another one in the long line of great things the Premier has promised to do and that we will.
Honourable member.
Well, given that teachers overwhelmingly agree that every hour a teacher feels compelled to worry about a provincial achievement test or some other replacement test that you wish to put in is time not well spent for helping children learn and become more critical, curious learners, when will the Minister listen to educators and simply realize that standardized testing in any form or fashion does not work for the education system?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I don't subscribe to that point of view. I think there's many people within Alberta that have a stake in education outside just educators, as important as they are. And those include the students, and they include the parents, and they include every Albertan, including taxpayers, to make sure that the system is delivering what it is expected to deliver. So we've been working on many of the promises that the Premier has made. She promised to reinstate $107 million in funding. She did that within 2 weeks of becoming the leader of the Premier of this province. She promised predictable and stable funding for school divisions. She did that with her very first budget. She promised to pass the Education Act. We just did that, Mr. Speaker. She's promised 50 new schools and 70 modernizations, and we're in the process of that. She's promised full-day kindergarten. We're looking at that as part of the early childhood development strategy. And we're going to deliver on the promise of changing the PATs.
The honourable member.